All right, good morning. Welcome back to the vlog. My name is Alexus and I'm a 5th year PhD student at the University of Hawai'i at Mānoa. I study Biological Oceanography and today is going to be a day in my life as a PhD student in Hawaii. It is an early one. It's 5:25 today and I'm awake really early so I can go see the sunrise on the east side. Nice little outing and drive before I get into my workday. But yeah, let's go. It should be really pretty. It always is, and I'm really excited. So I'm just going to be working from home during the whole day on my PhD work, doing some writing today. And that's basically it. Writing at home in my studio apartment here. I most likely won't leave this apartment until this evening when I go to the gym to get a quick workout in after doing all of this sitting. But yeah, it's 8 a.m. so my workday is just getting started. I've been up for a little bit, already ate breakfast, and I'm just about to start this pumpkin spice latte coffee that I made myself with the superfood layered creamer. I think that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, let me get my computer out so I can start doing some work. Okay, so today I'm writing and working on my very first manuscript from chapter 1 of my dissertation. I've been working on this manuscript for a really long time, basically since I got back from summer vacations. So probably since mid-July, which is just crazy. I thought I was going to be submitting this paper by the beginning of October, but now it's looking like it's going to take a little bit longer, and I'm shooting to have 2 papers out actually, one larger and one shorter paper by Christmas. So that's kind of how my plans have changed, and it's been really overwhelming to work on like 2 papers at once, because even if I'm making good progress on one, I kind of feel like I'm really behind on the other one. And unfortunately, writing manuscripts isn't the only thing that I'm doing right now. I'm also involved in a lot of like science outreach and science communication things, as well as a little bit of mentoring programs. So I'm a mentor to undergraduate students and kind of helping them along with their undergraduate thesis projects, which is like about an hour of work every week on Wednesdays. Then I'm doing this science communication program right now, which is an hour and a half weekly on Thursdays. So I had that yesterday. I'm also involved in this other science outreach as part of UH, or SOEST at UH. I finished the workshops for this program. I just have to actually do my science outreach project, which I decided would be creating short form content about topics in marine science, as well as behind the scenes, so like day in the lives of what I do throughout my day as an oceanographer, and also interviews with other PhD students from diverse backgrounds in different fields to share their stories that may resonate with you guys more than my own. So that's my project, and I want to release those weekly as well, but I haven't started yet. Then it's also NSF GRFP application season. They're due later this month, so I've been releasing YouTube videos about that, and also planning this in-person review workshop for next week, I believe. I'm also preparing for my committee meeting, which we're supposed to hold semesterly with our 5-person dissertation committee. I haven't met with my committee for a little while. So yeah, I really have to prep for this. This is next Thursday. And yeah, other than that, just like YouTube stuff, trying to publish 1 to 2 videos a week. Ideally 2, but sometimes 1, just depending on what my workload is like, since we still do a lot of our editing. And yeah, just trying to balance all of that with prioritizing my health as well. So because I sit here and write all day and work on my computer all day, like editing, writing, doing PhD work, doing other things, I have really been wanting to get into a regular routine of exercise. So this could either be going to the gym. We've been going almost twice a week to do like some sort of arms and some sort of legs, as well as doing more surfing. So the waves are finally getting good again, and we're hoping to go out, I think, Sunday and Monday. So yeah, doing a little bit more surfing, and yeah, just at-home workouts with like my free weight dumbbells over here. Just something, honestly, to get myself moving, anywhere from like 30 minutes at the very least to an hour per day, and ideally doing some sort of workout like 3 times per week. I'm trying to start with something low that I like, that is more realistic, so I don't want to jump to like 5 days a week, because realistically right now I'm at the lower end of this. So trying to prioritize that, and yeah, my relationship with my wife. So it's a lot. And I don't know, I feel like this week I've just been feeling super overwhelmed, like working all day, but then also feeling like it's just not enough. Like I don't have enough hours in the day to do everything that I'm trying to do. Oh, I'm also a letter writer for this program called Letters to a Pre-Scientist, so I've been doing a little bit of that, mostly just meetings. And yeah, just many things on my mind right now, and a sense of overwhelm, because I thought I would be done with this paper like right about now, and I still have a lot that needs to be done, and it just seems like I'm pushing my timeline further and further back. I've been telling Michi that I feel like I've been like on the verge of a breakdown or like anxiety attack, because I don't know, it's just like this heaviness in my chest, I guess, because there's so many things on my mind, so many things that I have to do, things that I'm behind on, And yeah, right now it's just like really getting to me a little bit. So I'm trying to slow down a little bit and remind myself that even if the timeline extends a little bit more, that's all right. I'm not really in too much of a rush, right, to get this done. I do have that graduation deadline that I'm trying to meet and trying to get my publications done sooner rather than later, so it doesn't delay graduation or anything like that. But I can kind of still take my time with it, and I don't have to be so worked up about, I don't know, I have to get these things done by this time, because sometimes things just don't go to plan, and that's completely okay. It's very hard to know what's going to come up, and yeah, plans are going to change, so just learning how to be okay with that, readjust, reset these deadlines, and deal with it, while also not like sacrificing my physical health or mental health too much. I've also been trying to meditate in the mornings because I feel like this can really help, just, I don't know, allowing me to start the day from a place of like a peace and calm rather than stressed and already anxious about what I am or am not going to get done today. I haven't meditated today, but hopefully sometime during this morning I'll get a little break to meditate for like 5 to 10 minutes. But yeah, that is basically how my week has been going. So let's take a look at my calendar, because I feel like my calendar is really the most accurate representation of how I've been spending my time. Last Sunday, I basically edited all day because I wanted to release this GRFP video on the personal statement. Monday, I went to the gym, and I'm supposed to go to the gym again tonight. I met for the NSF GRFP workshop, did a little bit of deep work here on my metabarcoding analysis, so permanovas and simpers, and a little bit of writing. Tuesday, I had a lot of meetings and stuff, so I meditated. I had this letters to a pre-scientist meeting with the teacher. I planned another NSF GRFP video for the research proposal, filmed that, and then quickly had to pick up my cousin from the airport, finished filming the video, and then edited the video this night. So heavy YouTube day, but like kind of interrupted. Then Wednesday, I went to campus and did a lot of writing, results writing. I met with my friend to write as well, who's also working on a manuscript right now. I had my GES mentoring undergrads, and then I just did small figure edits for my paper. Yesterday was a heavier, like high focus day, so I basically wrote all day. For 4 hours in the morning, I wrote my metabarcoding results. I had this 1.5 hour science communication workshop on how to write an op-ed, which are basically like guest essays in a newspaper. Really great workshop. I'm really enjoying this course so far. And then I did a little bit more writing for how I classified reads, which is supplementary material. Made a few figure edits as well. And I think I worked till like 5 yesterday, kind of later. And today I'm going to be working on basically my introduction the whole time. I have an introduction that is very, very rough from my prospectus, so I need to make it a little bit more focused around seasonality in this area of the ocean. And then later I'll write the bits on OMZs and deep sea mining, because I feel like I know these two topics way better than I know the seasonality in the area. So I want to focus on the hardest thing first today. Then tomorrow, a bit of a more chill day. We wanted to go see the pumpkin patch in Waimanalo, and then we'll either go to the beach or I'll edit some YouTube videos. And I also wanted to send this next video to our editor. That's what I've been up to this week, and now I'm going to get into my writing for the day. Hopefully this goes well. I've been putting off this introduction revisions for a while because it just seems like a lot of work, right? I have to do some reading, find papers to support the points that I'm trying to make, and really dive in deeper to the seasonality component, because I feel like that's the weakest part of the introduction right now, and one of the most important things to put my work in context. Let's get started. I have my coffee. It's pretty full, so I'm ready to go, and I hope it's a good day for writing. All right, it's lunchtime. Because I'm in a rush and still trying to write, so going for something quick. All right, so I was about to start myself another drink, and then I realized that we still have these. It's Pop and Bottle Matcha Green Tea Almond Latte. So almond milk, it's non-dairy and has no refined sugars. So yeah, no added sugars. That's great. 80 milligrams of caffeine. We're gonna give it a nice shake. And then, yeah, put it in a mason jar or something with some ice. Let's see. A nice caffeine pick-me-up. Perfect for Friday. This is the last one. We got them in like a pack of 6 or something from Costco, and we loved them. I also love that this is distributed by Pop and Bottle, because I was like just reading the bottle and I saw that they're actually located in California, in LA County, which is right like very near to where I grew up. So that was awesome to see, and yeah, we're so excited about this. I think they also have like cold brew coffees and coffee products, not only matcha. So we're probably going to try some of those other products and pick up another pack of these matcha lattes. Let's get back to my work, and I can give you a little update on what I've been doing this morning and roughly how much I've gotten done. Okay, so my goal for this morning for these first few hours from 8 to 12 was to get my seasonality portion of my introduction done, like revise it, add the level of detail that my advisor wanted to see. And I'm not really done. Like, I've written a lot, but it's way too long to be in my actual introduction. I think it still needs to be like refined, reworked, and only including the most important bits of information, or like somehow making it more concise. I feel like that's kind of what I struggle with, because I read papers have like so many details and I'm just reading so many, and then I want to include like too many details because I've done all of this reading and learned so many things, but not all of it is relevant for my introduction. So I kind of need to like turn these 5 papers that I read into just a few sentences that are the most important points. So that is kind of the challenge right now, and I feel like the seasonality aspect is the more complex part of my introduction. So yeah, I haven't completely finished or revised this introduction section. I've written a lot of stuff in a separate document that I'm slowly starting to paste over once it seems like good enough to share with my advisor. I'm sure she'll help me cut it down too. But now I kind of want to work on some other parts of my introduction, which are going to be more focused around the oxygen minimum zone and deep sea mining, which I'm very excited about because I think this will go so much quicker and smoother, because I feel like I just really understand this and I've been doing a lot of this reading, so have a very clear understanding of exactly which bits and pieces are important to mention. And I have a better understanding of how my paper fits into this, rather than the more honestly physical oceanography aspects of seasonality. So that's a lot, but it's 1 o'clock now, and I'm going to get started on my second part of the introduction, and I'll just kind of leave what I just did there, let it sit for a bit, come back to it later, and make some edits. Time to do more writing, more rough writing. And I'm trying to get okay with, like, leaving things rough. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect, especially the first time I write it. Like, I can just write a bit, let it sit, and then move on to another bit, and then come back and edit at a later point. It's very, like, it's such a slow process if you just, like, sit, write, and edit at the same time. So I kind of need to split it up a bit, and that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, let's get into a little bit more writing. Okay, it is 4 p.m. and I've basically just been writing about zooplankton and oxygen minimum zones, which I know a lot about, but I ended up doing more reading and really trying to improve the existing paragraphs that I had on this. So I think I've made it better. It's still very messy, but I'm not going to get done with that for the day, and I haven't even started the deep sea mining section. So I was a little bit like over ambitious, thinking that I can get those both done after lunchtime, but that's okay. I've made a lot of progress on my introduction. It's way better than it was when I started, and at least I can show my advisor that I've done a little bit more thinking and reading in this area to, like, strengthen my existing paragraphs. So it's pretty good for, like, a second draft of my introduction. Not amazing, not completely finished, but that is okay. I'm gonna see how much more writing I can squeeze in until Michi comes home, but then we're headed to the gym, and I can finally be free of my work out a bit, get my mind a little bit more relaxed, and, like, finally move a bit, and then we start the weekend. So that's gonna be awesome, and I'm really excited for this weekend. I think we want to go to the pumpkin patch, go to the beach, maybe hang out with my cousin who is in town, and surf Sunday because the surf is supposed to be pretty good. So I'm excited, and hopefully we can share this weekend with you because I think it's gonna be a fun one. Okay, back to a little bit more work until she comes. Trying to wrap these final thoughts up and check back in on my weekly goals to see how I did. I'm stressed, if you can't tell. It's that, like, constant pressure in my chest. Like, I just worked 8 hours or something writing today and still feel like I'm behind. And I think that's kind of just the reality of doing such a huge project like a dissertation. There's just always something that needs to be done, and so many other things that you could be doing at any given point. But it's the weekend. The sun around this time is just the worst. Got my sunrise jacket. Let's finish